everyone. I wanted to come on here and give you a quick video on how I use Canva with my online learning platform, Canvas, and show you one of the projects that I did for Hispanic Heritage Month, or one of the presentations. It wasn't really a project, and how I used it into Canvas and how successful it was. So I actually shared it with a few of my colleagues, and the slides that I made in here, there's only like 12, I think, are available on my Teachers Pay Teacher store, which is, I just created it the other day, and that's the first free item on there. So as we know, Hispanic Heritage Month is from September 15th to October 15th, and I didn't know how to reach my students to get something to them that they can, like an activity. And I wanted to do morning announcements, but then I was like, I'm not going to be able to record a video every day. It's just not realistic. And I just, I'm working from home most days. So really, I didn't want to get up and get myself all groomed to record a video if I wasn't going to be on camera that day. So I tried to be a little innovative and find a way that I can post it on there, but have something for them to still respond to. So I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to just walk you through how I did it first, and then I'll show you my final product, and then how I got it into Canvas. All right. So first thing I did was I went to canva.com. I created a school board account. All I had to do was send a picture of my ID I did it last school year. So last school year's ID. I don't even know if we're getting any this year, but I sent a picture and it verified that I was a school board employee, and they gave me like access that teachers get, which you can do like classwork. It's similar to like Google Classrooms, and I think that's what they're trying to make it like. So you can do like classwork here, you can do assignments, and students can submit them because you can share them through Canva. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. Today, we're talking about how I use it for all of my students. So what I did was I came here to do a presentation. Side note, I did use Canva to create a background, and I'll insert those pictures here to make my Google Office look almost identical to my real office. I found that there were more options in Canva. So what I do first is I go to presentation, and this is the same thing I do for my Google Slides, but because it gives you like a PowerPoint sized. So I go into presentation, and I have some photos uploaded, but as you can see, Canva has several options on the side here. You can do backgrounds. As you can see here, this is one that I used for my page, my Canvas page. You can add videos, you can add music, text, and it has different options of how you can put the text in. Then elements, which are like clip art things, which are really cool because you can search anything like love, and then all of these things come up. Photos is the same thing. So search photos, look for peace, you'll see different photos, like actual pictures. And then uploads, I upload things all the time. So as you can see, these are my uploads. We're going to use this one for now. And then templates, just if you want like a simple presentation, something for students, which you can see here is just great templates here. All right, so I'm just going to use this. So what I did was I created basically a PowerPoint slide for students to view. And the way that I did it, I just chose pictures to put in here. So I'm going to pretend to go through and do one, and then I'll show you my final one, which I did. It doesn't look like this, but I'll show you. So this is a photo that I can use for the title page. Then I go here to add a page. And then let's say I want to find a flag of Cuba. Oh, I kind of like this one better. All right, so then you just click on it and it comes right into the slide. So what I did on my video is I just kind of put these flags as the background. So let me change it. Hold on. All right, so I made the flag the background, and then I tried to like make it a little bit lighter so that I can type on it. And then I would put text in, and then I could say, and I try to find a font that's, I'm in elementary, so easy for students to read. I like this one because it kind of condenses it. All right, then here you can size these however you want. Then I can put a subheading and just put his. And then let's see, I think I have an upload of, yeah, let's use this picture. All right, so you can add a photo in. When you use the sides, it like shrinks the picture, but so I usually use the corners, but if you do want like the extra stuff off, you can use that. All right, and then I can put, maybe I can put the flag for the background. So I believe she's from Cuba. I think so. All right, so see how it's covering her picture? I go to position, same way you do in Google Slides. You push the position backward, and then I'm gonna fade it out a little bit, transparency, and then you can have a picture, and then you can put, this is her country. I believe she's from Cuba. All right, so, and then here I just put information for students to read. It wasn't anything too much, but it was enough information that they could get. So one cute thing I found about, whoops, let me go in elements. Let me see if there's anything Picasso in here. Oh, this is cute. All right. I don't know if this looks like him. It kind of looks like him. All right. So I don't remember where Picasso. Oh, Picasso was from Spain, right? So obviously I had more information listed. I'll show you, but this is just a cute way of doing it. So basically you have 1, 2, 3, 4 slides here. I did, I think 12 on mine. And then you go here to this arrow to save it, right? So it automatically defaults to PDF. What I did was saved it as an MP4 video. So that way I can upload it right into my Canvas page. So I save it. My design is saved into my downloads. I'll show you my real one before we go to my page. Going. All right, so this is my actual one that I did. Okay, so you see the flags in the background, and I did like a title page. What is Hispanic Heritage Month? I talked about the Independence Day of 5 Latin countries, Latino or Hispanic, the US population of Hispanic, and then here are a few notable Hispanics. So I did Frida Kahlo, I did Ellen Ochoa, Roberto Clemente, Sonia Sotomayor, and Picasso. So then I said, it's your turn. Let's see how much you know about Hispanic countries. Complete the trivia below. The trivia, let's go to Microsoft Forms. We use Microsoft for everything now down here. I don't know if some people are using Zoom or Google Forms, but everything down here is Microsoft. And it's very user-friendly for me. So as you can see, I have 63 responses, and it's been up for, I put it up on Tuesday, so 3 days. And I already have 63 responses. Anyway, so I put a little quiz. You can make a quiz in Microsoft Forms. It doesn't have to be an actual form for them to fill out. It can be an actual quiz that grades it for you. And you put how many points when you put the question in. You can put if it's worth 1, 2, 3 points. So this was my quiz. It just asked for their name, then it asked for a true or false question about when it's celebrated, what country is it. It has facts about the country and then the flag. And all of these countries, I don't know that I put anything about Panama in my slides, but all of these countries were pretty much in the slides. So Mexico, we have Puerto Rico. This is, you know, just adding the flag. We have Spain with Pablo Picasso, Cuba, and then another true false question. So 7 points total for the simple quiz, nothing that takes more than 3 minutes out of the student's day. I think the video, when I compressed it, was 1 minute long. I go to my Canvas page, and now that I have, as you can see, it's downloaded down here in the bottom of my screen. I don't know if you can see that, but it's downloaded down there. First thing I have to do is put it into Studio. So this is my actual presentation that I did. Not sure where my other studio videos are, but that's neither here nor there. And all you do to upload it is you go to add, and then it asks you to drag it. So you can drag it right from the folder and it uploads. And then boom, comes right in here. I don't know why it's taking so long, but you get the point. Usually it comes in here. I don't know why it's taking so long, sorry. All right, so this is the one that I actually used. So what I did was, and usually I'll post it on my page alone. I did invite all of the students to come to my page or to join my course. However, a lot of them haven't accepted yet. I still get emails every day of students accepting my course. Therefore, many of them probably wouldn't have seen it until after they accept the course. What I did was, I spoke with my principal and asked him if I can put it on the administration page. But once you're in that page, you'll go down to settings. It looks different on my page because I'm not admin access, but in settings on the administration page, it has announcements up at the top. So then you go to announcements, and just like you do on your Canvas page, you create a new announcement. I think the button actually is all the way at the bottom. We have morning announcements on there, and they're like saved in there. So you have to scroll all the way down to get to make a new one. Then you put the title. You go here to this little arrow, more external tools. You go right to Studio, and your video should be there for you to import it right into your slides. So, oh, it did load. That one's only 20 seconds. Don't allow comments. We don't need that right now. And then it embeds right into the announcement. So underneath this, because I didn't want them to have to click a link or go anywhere else, I went right to my Microsoft Forms, share. This little thing means embed, these arrows. I copied that code. Then I go back to my Canvas page, and then I go to Insert Media, Embed, paste the code. So there's my presentation, which is 1 minute long, as you can see. I even slowed it down. Oh, you can slow it down for them because sometimes it might play too fast, but you can slow it down. But it's 1 minute long. That literally is no time. And then here's my trivia. So as soon as they watch the video and it tells them watch the Hispanic Heritage video first, then guess the countries, they can scroll down right in the announcement and answer the questions and then submit their answer at the bottom. So then after you put this in here, you can put a little message if you want. You can put something at the top, or you can add it to your slide or in your title, whatever you want to do. Then you save it. And once you save it in the administration page, it goes to everyone in the school's Canvas page. So now teachers and students all have this pop up just like the morning announcements pop up right on the front of their Canvas page. So now every time they go log into Canvas, this will pop up. But I think it does pop up every day because I have it on the announcement from now until the end of Hispanic Heritage Month. I don't know if I'll keep it up that long, but for now it's up. And that's pretty much it. I wish I could show you the administration page, but I don't want to expose any student names or anything. So yeah, this is how I do it. So here is my free download. It's right here. I just kind of did this the other day. I have not like even done anything on my page. I'm just looking at it. It looks terrible. But anyway, go ahead and go on there, Feel Heal Learn, and download for free.